'96 to 2003.
That's a third strike. How much time did they issue you?
25 to life.
And they don't give you no good time, good behavior. And all that
Do
shit.
85% of whatever they gave.
I feel like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, speak your beats on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House, big spouse, family, freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day I wait for like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, speak your beats on the line.
If you've been a gang member all your life and say you ain't never been rack packed or you lost the fade, you ain't been in too many fights, my nigga.
Speak
You ain't
on.
been in too many fights. You ain't got too many war stories to tell. If you won them all, if you beating up everybody and it don't happen that way. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm glad to be where I'm at today. Very, very lucky. So are you. So are Fambi. We all lucky, man.
Yeah.
We all lucky, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. You talk about fades, man. I'm reflecting back on, I have some people from Compton. I have family that reside and is from the city of Compton. But I had to leave with the homies to go get some khakis. We had to leave the east side of Long Beach and go all the way to the Compton swap meet. So, we didn't have no whip at that time. So we had to get on that RTD, come all the way up. You know how it is. Come all the way up. You squabbing going up because we pushing what we pushing. So we squabbing coming out of Long Beach, going up to Compton swap meet. It's just to get a pair of khakis, homie. Then we had to go up in the swap meet. And we got grips, we got power rules. So we had to go up in there. Sometimes you could go in there, they see you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get this shit, this bag. You think you all good? Get to that parking lot. Niggas out there, niggas where they do their shit on you. So I'm dumping, I'm squabbing. So it was a task to then get back on the bus and get back down there and come back to the north side and squabbing down there on the bus. People getting all up the bus and come on down. So it was a life journey, a risk to die to go get the khaki outfit or some felines or sweater if you had no whip.
Right.
So I had to cut that out and I had to get a whip if I had to slide in a G-ride. You know what I'm saying? To get up there to do what I need to do. Because that bus was dangerous. So I'm just looking at the times from back then. Matter of fact, I was over there about to swap meet 2 days ago, getting the key made at the it's a Walmart now. And I was just sitting back. The dude was making the key. And he said, "Man, you look familiar." I said, "Yeah, you don't know me. You from out here?" He said, "Yeah, I'm from Compton." I said, "Nah, yeah, I mean, you been on the yard?" He laughed. He said, "Yeah, I've been on the yard." He said, "I was on the yard with you." I was like, "What?" It was a Spanish dude. I was like, "What?" I said, "Okay, what yard we was on?" He said, "Yeah, we was in Pleasant Valley." Oh, okay. Yeah, I was in Pleasant Valley. That was me. And we laughed about it. And to me, it appeared as dangerous as it once was over there. There's tons of folks that lost their life on with that Tweety on the backside, Bullis, and on that Long Beach Boulevard. There's a gang of folks that caught cases all around that area.
Yeah, that place was actually.
Hey, I knew it. Like, I mean, it was right across the street from my hood, so we walked to the swap meet on the daily just for that type of activity. Because, if we was beefing with, Pominoke or whoever, we made it our business to go up to the swap meet and do our thing. One particular time, we got up in that motherfucker, a little Samoan dude come out with a shotgun and damn near blew my head off.
Whoa.
And this was in
don't trip.
In the 80s, but then we thought that was our motherfucking swap meet. And this day, they let a nigga have it. Pull up in that motherfucker, the little homies call me and tell me they fighting the Crips up there. And I get up in that motherfucker, as soon as I get in, they already posted up in the parking lot with the shotgun. So when I hopped out, I got on pajamas the whole nine. I'm thinking I'm finna go fight, whatever. Shit. They got the blast in that motherfucker. We got the ducking. So you never know. You never know what's gonna happen there. You know, a lot of cats have, lost their lives up there. That's why they got rid of that motherfucker. Yeah. But you finding the same thing at Walmart. Everybody still gotta go. They just changed the name and different shit they selling. Yeah. But you still got cats going up there. Man, I live across the street. I ain't gonna let no blood niggas stop me from going. There's too many Crips because we consider that the hood. Man, I remember all the way. I can go all the way to 79.
Oh, when it was Sears?
When it was, you got it. When it was Sears, that has always been the killing parking lot for the gangbangers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's fucked up about that, man? Huh? What's fucked up about that is security don't do shit. They let that shit go.
Would you do something?
Hey, and sometimes the security probably was a homeboy or some shit, or you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it was, but
they so look like that up there.
Much motherfucking money to get in between those motherfuckers.
No, man, and then they don't give them no gun or nothing. That man's like, man, get up out of here.
Yeah, I got a pistol. You gonna mace me with a pistol?
Lost his life. Security guards ain't gonna do nothing. Nigga told the whole SWAT meet up.
Yeah, man.
They don't come out until it's over. And who's ever on the ground or who's ever left there, that's when it's not a threat no more. That's when they come and handcuff you, do whatever. Yeah. Look like they did their job to the police or whoever. Yeah. But 9 times out of 10, that wasn't the case. The security got their ass whooped up in that motherfucker. if a motherfucker being 100, I know some motherfuckers with security was like, hell no, I ain't working at no Compton. You think about Sloss and swap meet. Compton was twice as worse than that.
Yeah.
I mean, was just horrible, man.
Yeah, that motherfucker. You got it. I ain't go. If you was going to swap meet, get you a mixtape, or you go take a picture with the big old bamboo chair.
The bamboo chair.
You know what I mean? I'll get you a khaki outfit. You know what I mean? So
they go in there and buy they link or they rope. They don't even make it out to swap meet with it. Let me get that.
Yeah. That motherfucker was dead.
It was rough, but when motherfuckers tell that story, they only tell one side of the story. And you had some Crip cats that come out of that motherfucker on some 100, but not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because they were more outnumbered because, they didn't come shopping 15, 20 deep. If you came to come to swap meet 15, 20 deep, you're looking for something. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find it. Yeah. Ain't no conversation. You just gonna get dumped on. You finna get dumped on. You only got one parking lot. You finna get dumped on in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So it was definitely, man.
That was the time. That was the time, man.
Exactly. It was definitely some shit you can remember.
Yeah, because when I was getting to before we went down to that, we didn't see no niggas from Long Beach that stayed in Long Beach. The gang members. We didn't see no power rules until we got to Compton, and most of them we engaged on them behind. If you chasing the broad, or you was going up in that swap meet, you gonna run across them. You dipping through Compton trying to chase broads or get you an outfit. But also another way is when you was in Los Perdinas in juvenile hall. Yeah, Junior said something. We was like, you hear, cuz this, that. But when we got down there, you would hear mixture be like, yeah, blood this, blood that, bumping, blah 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 blah.
Los Perdinas?
Yeah, Los Perdinas, yeah, LP.
Man, I didn't hear. The only time I even really seen the Crips is when we came out to eat or when we went to the little gym, play basketball. I stayed in that motherfucker. I'm 56. I still remember the address to that son bitch.
Oh no, come on, man, you gotta forget.
Hey, the address is 7285 Quill Drive, Downey, California.
Oh man, they probably still got your record up in there too. Hey, Big James, we got another question from one of the viewers. We got another question. David Stacy wants to know, how is Reggie doing?
Reggie is he recovering. He woke up. He's moving around. They just took him to rehab, so he's doing the rehab. And you know, Reggie really, he had a battle, man. Reggie fought like a motherfucker for his life, and I applaud Reggie because a lot of people gave up when COVID was just in that ass, and COVID had him like a motherfucker. Just you know, they took him off the respirator 4 times, and it just hit him again. And then every time they took him off of it, it just kept punching him. And then he came back, and then this time, they knew he was gonna be all right when he woke up, and he was talking shit and he was asking for certain things. So he had to just catch up with the time, and he'll be back out here sometime next month probably. After he finishes rehab, talking shit. But
for people that's listening to On the Line for their very first time, or listen to Digital Soapbox for the first time, could you let the viewers and the listeners know who's Reggie? Let them know who Reggie is.
Reggie is one of the original cast members. Hold on, man, my grandson.
So he's gonna tell you who Reggie is. This is live, baby. He's doing what he's doing. This is responsibility.
Oh man, I take pride in raising this young man because he's going to be totally different from what I was.
Most definitely, I believe.
He's learning. He respect everything already. He's just a little hard headed because it's me and him.
Yeah.
Papa, you know, I tried different things opposed to whooping his ass.
Yeah.
Getting the ass whooping ain't gonna fix the problem.
Yeah, hey, my mama beat me. The mama and daddy beat me. I still got in trouble. So.
Reggie was one of the original members that started Gangster Chronicles with me. He has another show that he was doing. What was the name of that one? Bomb First. And Reggie was an ex Compton police officer. Retired, then he became head of security at Death Row. I've been knowing Reggie since he was born and raised in my hood, so I've been knowing him since he was a tot. And he was one of the lucky ones that got out of the hood because his father, Reggie Sr., became a police and put him up on his wing and told him, this is what you're gonna do. And Reggie became a police officer instead of a gang member, which was cool. But he wound up back in the hood with Suge and the rest of us with Death Row. And then we started the Gangster Chronicles. He went to prison. From prison, he did a 14-day, what they call that?
Dry out?
No, he had to stand there 14 days for the COVID shit.
Evaluation.
Quarantine,
okay.
After he went to the halfway house is where he caught the COVID.
Whoa.
So you get quarantined from not catching, then they send you right to the Lions Den.
Exactly. And then he caught it.
Man.
And because he came home in December and he caught it the end of December. And he was fighting it for 2 months. And he like I say, man, you know, God has a purpose for all of us. If it was his time, he would have been gone because it took Reggie there, far and beyond. And like I said, that motherfucker, he fought for his life, his body. He wasn't giving up. And, you know, for him to have a solid wife that was there in his ear, I guess he felt he had a reason to stay here. So he's still here.
God is great. God is great. So I want to say this to you. I looking back on, we had a discussion. I can't remember the episode or not, but Junior was not in agreements.
Oh, here we go. I already saw. Okay.
I'm just saying Junior wasn't in agreements. We had the discussion, if you remember about people coming out the hood and going to work for a law enforcement agency.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "No, I can't be that ain't right. That's just that." He said what he said, right? But then I brought up, I don't know if we should say that person's name, but I brought up a name of a female that grew up in your neighborhood that also worked in law enforcement.
Right.
And I was trying to use that as a parable to, like, man, I think it will be better for somebody to come out the hood to go work for the law enforcement agency and come back and police their own community.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the time, Junior didn't believe that. But
that's true. I did disagree with that.
Right. At that time, right? And I'll use the lady's name that grew up in the hood and her family from around there. So yeah, now you feel about that now, Junior?
Well, I still have mixed feelings about it because it can go either way. James, how do you feel about me and you grew up together? Me and you from the same set, but after high school, I'm like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go to the Army, get out, I'm gonna become a police officer. Now I'm patrolling the neighborhood. Is that good or bad?
It's good. Listen, now the Mom James would have said, "Why the fuck you want to do that?" but listen, as your friend, as your homeboy that I call, and if you go and better your life, I should applaud that, regardless of what. You want a career, go get your career. Ain't shit happening here. You know what I'm saying? I applaud you for that. Number two, the hood would be totally different if we had motherfuckers that patrolled the hood, that knew the hood. Like Officer Wright, Sr. You know what I'm saying? He lived in Compton. He became a Compton police officer. And I'm talking about Bloods and Crips. Wouldn't fuck with the white police. Call Reggie Wright Sr., I'll turn myself in. Or I'll come and talk to y'all. Or I'll make a statement or woo, woo, woo. Reggie Wright was the only motherfucking officer that they fucked with because they felt he was from the hood. If we had that, the hood would be better. You just say, for instance, you know the little homie out here breaking in houses. You from the hood, but now you're law enforcement. Man, do you want me to take you to fucking jail? You know you can whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't do this type of shit. We don't have that in the hood. All you got is a motherfucker that want to whoop your ass and smash on you. And if he black, he gonna beat your ass because he gonna make the white man, he want to impress him. The white cop showing that he ain't prejudiced or no shit like that. He ain't being lenient, so they whooped our ass. In front, we got it worse about the brothers opposed to the white boys. See what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's very important that we applaud our brothers if they go out there and get a career. It can be law enforcement or firemen or whatever.
But my thing was, you know, when we grow up in the neighborhood, even if I'm from the set or just went to school with all the guys that is from the set, I come back and police the neighborhood. Now they looking like, oh shit, now we can get away with a lot of stuff. That's the homeboy. It's just like being in certain courtrooms, being in jail when you got a homie who work, or we got a homegirl who work here. You know, it's the same thing. Instead of respecting their job.
That part right there. That's the only thing that matters, respect. So what would I used to do? You know, I got a homie named Master Ron. Been to prison, everything out here. Moved to North Carolina. He became a motherfucking correctional officer. Can you be mad at him? Fuck no. They fucked up. They gave this motherfucker a job. I ain't mad at him.
No.
Like I said, at the end of the day, if we respect, and if I'm blowing all this, you my nigga, I love you, we 100, man, you fuck telling me, show me. Encourage me. Man, ride or die with me. I'm going this way. Won't you come with me? If you don't want to go, no, only go to that's your thing. I choose to do this. I respect both sides.
You think that's a lost art today?
Say what now?
You think that's a lost art today? What you just said?
It was lost back then. It was lost back then because see what motherfuckers do is put too much emphasis on being a gangster or this hardcore cat.
Mm-hmm.
Half of the motherfuckers that's in the hood has a relationship with a particular officer. You go to the county jail, some motherfuckers, the majority of the motherfuckers know certain officers that give them certain shit or give them the break or let them come out to the day room. And, you know, so if motherfuckers stop playing this mind shit or this hardcore bullshit and just be honest with themselves, they can be honest with their friends. They can be honest with their families. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Everybody ain't that. If you that motherfucking hardcore nigga, why you ain't went out with a blast? You know what I'm saying? Knock it the fuck off. So, you know, my brother told my nephew, don't fuck with me. And it's a real story. Don't fuck with me if you become a police officer. I told my nephew, you ain't no motherfucking gangbanger. Choose any career you want.
While your record's clean.
And do your thing. So that's the type of shit I'm saying. You don't have a job, so how can you tell him not to go get a job?
Yeah, for real. Huh?
You feel me? And I don't give a fuck who it is. Brothers, cousins, uncles, nephews, whoever. Man, if you my nigga for real, encourage me. Let me feel that. That ain't nothing. That's love. That's where the love come from. If you my nigga for real, tell me man, you ain't cut for this shit. Don't get in this car. If you my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of hating, fuck the dumb shit, man. Let's just keep it 100.
Every day on the line. Every day on the line. Every day on the soapbox. Every day on the line. I remember every day